So the 7th inning program is here in MLB The Show 21. We have a lot of new banger players and things to go through today. Three bosses are Tony, Gwynn, Hank Aaron, and Spencer Torkelson. Really fun program here. I think this is personally my favorite program we've gotten so far. But we're going to be going through the inning program, all of the players, the attributes, give my initial thoughts on who I think is the best, who you should be taking, and going through how you should be going about completing this inning program, because it is a little shorter than normal. Let's get into it. So this is our inning program here. As you see on the very top left, it is only a 21-day long program. It is 3 weeks. So keep this in mind. Over these next few weeks, you want to keep up with the program, do your tasks like your collections, your player programs, your conquest maps, and make sure you get all the XP you can, because you're going to have to keep up with the game a good bit to get this program done. I can anticipate doing some double XP down the road, but overall, I think you're going to really want to keep up and make sure you get this program done, especially with some of the players who are the bosses. So to go through all the tasks we have right now, you have a Kraken map, which is just your typical old conquest map. You guys know how that goes. You also have a player program off rip for Joe Carter for 35k XP. You guys know how your player programs and conquest maps go at this point. I don't always do the conquest maps because I could usually get to it. But I'm probably going to end up doing this conquest map to get the XP and trying to get this done ASAP, because I really do want one of the bosses here. Obviously, you have your collection as well for the 50k XP. And then you have your missions. In last program, they introduced these extra innings missions, and I would recommend doing these, especially if you don't plan on playing the game the most. Try to go into extra innings mode, go on rookie difficulty, and play versus CPU at some stadium and boost for these attributes essentially, and get your 5 wins. Gives you a good amount of XP, and also if you're playing a game online, you'll get these things done as you play very likely, or get very close to it by playing online. And at the end of the day, these are only like 5k XP, so it's not the biggest difference in the world anyway, but the missions help. And also having your dailies, keeping up with doing your dailies, at least the exchange ones for me, I always find to be helpful, and that'll give you a good amount of XP, along with just playing the game and doing things to get it. In terms of the rewards though, first we have the henchmen here. These are the 3 base henchmen. Obviously, you're not going to be using these players the most. However, these are valuable players to add to your collection here. Justin Upton, nice bat versus lefties. I mean, not the most exciting card, but be a fun BR card. Then we have a 6 series Johnny Cueto. The card art isn't loaded for some reason. Card shouldn't be the best pitcher by all means, but I mean, sinker cutter could be worse. And then at 93, Jonathan VR, cycle card. Fun little BR card again, but not much more use than that. I would recommend, if you're going for the Mariano, Mookie Betts, Clayton Kershaw collections, choose a player in a series that you lack in, or if you have a lot of stubs to spend as the weeks go on, pick up these players for basically 10k off the market and just get them for that cheap price for the sake of the collection during the program. We have our classics pack, and these are almost the same way, but they're not as much needed. Dylan Bundy's a monthly award card, which again, fun little Oriole card, but not really much more than that. You're not going to really see him be used the most. You have Adam Eaton's postseason card, which you could actually use for the postseason collection, which is kind of difficult to complete right now if you're going for Clayton Kershaw especially. And then Finest Danny Santana, which you can't use in the collection right now, but it's probably worth scooping up down the road, so you could have that extra Finest card for a probably Finest collection coming one day. The monthly award guys you don't really need as much of, and postseason you can get value in getting that type of player too. As you see, we have our jerseys and other basic packs. Not the most exciting stuff, but now we're gonna go into the nitty gritty and look at the 3 bosses. First, we'll look at Tony Gwynn, and I know a lot of people are gonna see the lackluster power and automatically count this card out, but I'm just gonna give you a sort of selling point. The 125 contact is really good, elite level contact. I mean, 67 and 69 power isn't terrible. Like, I mean, it's not like it's Ozzie Smith with like 20 power or whatever he gets on his cards. Diamond fielding, good arm strength, good speed. The only thing he is lacking is power. And a lot of people like Gwynn's cards in years past. He used to be really glitchy, this exact card in MLB 19. If you're someone who liked that Lou Brock card, You'll probably find some love out of this Tony Gwynn. It could be a nice slappy outfielder if you don't have many players. And since he is probably going to be the least popular boss, you definitely want to pick him up during the inning program, because for the next program, he'll probably go up the most like that prime Joe Morgan. Then we have Spencer Torkelson, who I think honestly looks really good. I like the contact. 102 and 109 is definitely nice. 117 and 113 power is great as well. I don't think he beats Chipper, which isn't a big deal because not everyone likes Chipper Jones. But I like this card better than the Josh Donaldson card, I would say. Definitely a bigger power option at third. And Torkelson's going to be like a really fun player to watch here in the future. I actually watched him at a minor league game, and the kid seems really like unreal. So I think he looks really nice. Very good third base option here, especially if you don't have Chipper Jones yet. But the beauty of Chipper is you can move him. You can put him in short, left field, wherever you need to get him in your lineup. And you can move Torkelson to first and left as well. So you have options, which is great. And if I were to suggest moving anyone, you probably want to move Torkelson. If you get him the parallel 2, then putting him in the secondary of left field will still give him gold fielding. Unlike with Chipper Jones, you put him in the outfield, he'll have like silver fielding, whatever his rating is with fielding, but it's silver. So you just got to find something that works the best for you in your lineup. And if there is any must-have card, who can say I'm surprised? Hank Aaron. Like, this is the only other outfielder I would say right now that competes with 99 Mickey Mantle. He's going to be an endgame type outfielder. Hank has 116 and 125 power. And even though he's really good versus lefties, and that's where he excels, he's still really nasty versus righties. Like, those attributes are great versus both sides, definitely endgame level. The vision is going to be kind of underrated. He's not going to strike out very often with that vision in comparison to someone like Mickey Mantle. Diamond fielding in the primary of left field. Secondaries, he'll still have gold, and if you P5 him, he'll have diamond in all 3 positions, which is definitely great. But he's definitely someone you want to use in left or right, I would say. If you have Mantle, keep him in center field. If you have him a couple parallels up, keep that diamond defense out there. And with how I think he's going to stand in comparison to, say, Mantle and Willie Mays, he has a little less speed. That's why you want to keep him in the corner outfield, but 80 is still good. Mantle has a little more speed at the cost of a little bit of defense and a little bit of vision at the plate. And you're going to see Willie Mays will probably have great defense and similar type hitting attributes. But I'm not sure what his weakness is entirely going to be. Ken Griffey Jr. is going to be the main appeal lefty option. You're going to have a lot of outfielders like these guys, like Aaron and Mantle, be coming soon. So it's going to be a real battle for the outfield. And if you really like Hank and you don't like Frank Thomas at first base, you can put him at first, get gold fielding there, and get this massive bat in your lineup along with those other dudes. And you can just really mix around your lineup to get whatever 4 combination of outfielders that you do the best with. If I were to pick one, obviously it's got to be Hank Aaron. Most people want Hank Aaron, and I think this is intentional. I think they don't want it to be too difficult of a decision to Hank Aaron, just because the new legend is a big name for him to add to the game. One of the greatest players of all time. He has the home run record if Barry Bonds didn't exist. So overall, he kind of had to be the guy. But I think Torkelson is especially appealing, and unfortunately Tony Gwynn is here just to be here. He's going to be the guy kind of thrown to the side, but this has been done before in our previous inning programs. We've had at least one player that's been a kind of throwaway player that has been the least appealing, but some people pick up and do well with. So it's a part of the game, and same old as per usual. And for those of you guys curious about the end of the program, you get another Home Run Derby All-Star Game Field of Dreams packs. I would pick up all of these players, especially during the flash sale if you can, for the stubs or for the collections, because, you know, if you don't have Ohtani, these players in these 2 packs can be super valuable for you. And they're going down and down in price. And you get your 90 plus diamond pack at the end, so you get a choice of 4 of all the 90 plus live series diamonds. You're not guaranteed Mike Trout, but you have a great shot at it. But at this point, he's not even that expensive anyway. I think it was like sub 200k from what I had heard. So overall, make sure you are getting these things done. Hey, he's not even 100k. That's shameful. Make sure you get Chipper Jones while this stuff is cheap. It's going to likely still stay cheap throughout the rest of the year. Just going to keep on pumping out these 90 plus diamond packs. But if you have the stubs, you may want to get chipper done this week if possible, or as soon as you basically can. And other than that, just make sure you keep up with the program. Work on getting XP as consistently as possible, because there's only 3 weeks. Do your player programs, your conquest maps, do all those things to get that XP up. But that's going to be it for this video. I hope you guys enjoyed me going through the inning program. I'm going to be grinding this all out today on the stream. If you want to come hang out with me on Twitch, twitch.tv/scan, you can come hang out with me as we grind it and try to get as much of this done as possible. I don't think there's any shot I get this done today, but we'll see how far we get. But you all have a great rest of your day. Have fun. Let me know who you think you're going to pick in the inning program and your thoughts in the comments. I'd love to hear them. And we'll be back at it again with another video probably on Sunday or Monday after this weekend. So have a great rest of your day and weekend, and enjoy the 7th inning program. Deuces.